everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a whip and chat. So I mentioned in my last kitten chat video that I was trying to make it a point to do some more of these videos with either kitting up or actually working on a project. So today I'm going to be starting a new kit with you guys. But I wanted to say thank you to Debbie over at the Crafty Diamond. She actually tagged me to do some tag questions that she did in her most recent video. Actually, I don't think it's her most recent one. One of her more recent videos. I will link it down below. I'll link her channel so you can go check it out. But she tagged me in her tag questions. So I thought, I'm off today. It's Monday. I have a nice day off. Why don't I sit down, start a new diamond painting, and answer these questions for you guys? So today we are going to be starting Feline Familiars. This is a Diamond Art Club and Chrissa bug image. Excuse me. I am going to try and finish this in September. So I'm filming this on Monday, September, I think it's like the 26th or something. So I don't have very much time, but I really wanted to finish this one this month. So we'll see. It looks like a lot of color blocking. I'll do the best I can, but I'm starting that kit. And for my accessories, I'm using Harbor Freight storage containers. I'm using a tray from Painting with Diamonds UK. I've had this in my stash. I have a couple of them and I like never use them. So I decided to pull one out. I'm trying to be better about using the different accessories that I have. So I really love purchasing trays and pens and wax and minders, but I find that I get myself stuck in, like, I don't want to say stuck in a rut, but I stick to my favorite items. So I was going to use a Bella Art de Nicole tray, and then I was like, no, try something different. You just used a set of her trays, so use something different. So I'm using that tray. My pen is from 802 Diamond Painting Pens by Lisa. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know if this shop is still around. She was exclusively on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in months. I've just kind of taken an extended break over there. I will log into Facebook and see if her group is still around because I have quite a few pens from her and they're absolutely gorgeous. It just can be, I don't want to say annoying because I don't want to bash anybody for how they do their business, but I love places that have like an Etsy shop or a Shopify or any of those other types of websites, just because I don't find myself on Facebook anymore. So I do feel like some of those companies are kind of getting away from me because I'm not on there constantly anymore. But I will link the group down below if it is still around. I just thought this was really beautiful. I love the foil and I thought it just kind of went with the neutrals in this kit. I'm also going to be using some tips from Everlasting Tips. Now I have quite a few from them, but I kind of had given up on them for a while because I felt like the well in here for the wax or putty was just too deep. But I'm going to be trying some new putty today, so I thought I would give this a try. And I also have a couple of her curved single placers, which isn't my normal go-to, but I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. And I thought the stainless steel tips looked really cool in this pen. My minder is from Galloway's Gallery. You would have seen this in a recent small shop haul. And then I'm going to be using a couple of different wax products. So in my single placer, I had ordered some spare drills or like replacement drills from Diamond Drills USA, and I didn't want to just place an order for $1. So I picked up a couple of their colored waxes just to try. So I'm going to try the yellow in my single placer. And then in my multi-placer, I'm going to try this pumpkin ginger streusel. This is from Crafts with Crashly, and it's called, I believe, Ribbit Stick It Putty. I hope that's right. Ooh, this smells good. Okay, so sorry, I'm not even showing you, but it's just a putty, and we're gonna try loading it together because I'm not quite sure. I'll show you how I normally load putty, and we'll see if that works for this kind. Okay, so I normally just pull off a bit, and then I kind of just roll it, and then I just slide it in to the placer. This does not want to let go of my finger. Oh boy, have I made a mistake? Sometimes these metal tips can be a little hard to deal with, but all right. So clearly I need more. You guys can see. That's the one thing about these everlasting tips is I do like them, and like I said, I have a bunch of them. I kind of went ham about a year ago. They were having a huge sale and I picked up a bunch, but I just find that the well is a little bit thicker than I would prefer. All right, I'm having to use a lot of product. So I'm just pushing this on to my desk here so I can get like a flat surface and kind of get rid of some of that extra putty. Sorry that you can't see what I'm doing. I just didn't want to have to move the camera while I was filming. Ugh. Okay, we're getting there. All right, that should work. I'm gonna have a little bit that comes out the first couple times, but we'll deal with that as it comes. All right, we'll call it there. This does smell very good though. It's strong, but not in like an offensive way. It does smell delicious. Okay, so we've got our putty, and then this is just like the traditional pink wax, just in a different color. So I think we all know how to go about loading this. Just make sure you peel off the plastic, and we'll give that a couple. Okay, so wax and putty done. We'll see how this putty works. Now I already cut my section here, so I'm just gonna pull that back, and you're not gonna be able to see my minder, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I guess I could pull out a little bit. Can you see it now? No, you can't. I'll just go back. Okay. So before I start with the tag questions, let me pick a color. My containers are a little bit further away from me than I usually prefer, but it just kind of works that way. And whenever I film while I'm diamond painting, I can never, ever find the color that I need. All right. So, how is everyone? I know I don't normally film Wip and Chats, and it's mostly just because I'm so awkward when I do. I also have a hard time sometimes with the camera in front of me, like seeing where I'm actually placing diamonds. So we'll do the best that we can. And this is a very large placer. Okay, I think we're good. So today is Rosh Hashanah. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So my school district actually has the day off, which is, it's nice, of course. And to be completely honest with you, I'm not very familiar with the Jewish holidays. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let me grab a pair of tweezers. Hold on one second. So I'm not quite sure if it's like something that you say Happy Rosh Hashanah for, but to everybody that celebrates, I hope it's a good day. Okay, let me figure this putty out. This is the first time I've used it, and you know, while putty is putty, I do feel like each brand is different in their own ways, and you kind of just have to how many times am I going to say kind of in a sentence? You just have to learn how to use that particular putty. But I think crisis averted. I was able to peel it up just fine. I do tend to be somewhat of a hard presser, so that normally can get me. But all right, I think we're doing okay. So yes, I had the day off today. going to be filming a couple of videos, and I thought I would start with this little Wip and Chat since I don't do them very often. I'm trying to think of anything exciting that's happened to me before I dive into the questions. Nothing really. I mean, it's fall, which I love. It has officially turned to fall here in New York State. Friday it was like 56 degrees or something, and it was glorious. I was loving it. And we've had a pretty cool weekend, and yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm not a person that loves the heat unless I'm sitting at the beach. I don't like it. As far as like diamond painting wise that I've done this month, I will obviously go over everything in my month in review video, but this is my third kit for Festival of Witches. Now, I am very behind on my Instagram posts. I have finished the image that's up there now at the time of filming, which is pumpkins for sale. I have finished that. And I've also finished my Mandy for the month. So I'm very behind on my posts over there. So this will be my fourth kit for September, but my third one for the Festival of Witches. So granted, this one and the Mandy were, you know, they're pretty small, but we'll see if I'll be able to finish this one before the end of the month. We have, we're going away this weekend to the Adirondacks. There's this huge like garage sale vendor fair that they do in Warrensburg. I'm assuming when I post this we'll have already gone there, so I'm not like exposing my location. Not that anybody would care what I'm doing or where I am, but we go every year. We haven't gone the last couple of years because of COVID, but they're back in full force this year, and I'm very excited. It's a fully outdoor event, so, you know, I'm not too concerned about COVID. I mean, I know it's still a thing. Don't get me wrong. I work in a school district. I know it's still a thing, but it will be nice to be outside doing some, shopping. It's like a hybrid craft fair slash vendors slash like garage sale. So you're kind of in like, I don't know, it's a small town. So you're kind of like the city center is just a couple of streets up from like the residential areas. So you can just kind of walk the entire town, and there's just so much stuff. So it's fun. They have like fair foods and different types of shops and all that fun stuff. So it's really just a fun fall activity to just be out walking around. So that'll be next weekend. So my month in review video may be late. I try to always post it on the 1st, or I post it like, depending on my schedule, the first day of whatever that month is. So I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if the 1st is Sunday, then I'll post my month in review on Monday the 2nd. That's just kind of how it works out for me. So that might be a little bit late, but the whole reason I started there was that I don't have this weekend to finish this kit. So I need to try to finish it before we leave to go up north on Friday, but we'll see. Not a big deal if I don't. I do already have my plans set for October, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to the kits that I picked out. I will be sharing those in my month in review, so if you're interested, make sure you come back to check out that video. Yeah, other than that, it's just been work. I've been working a lot, as you do when you have a job, but I work IT, information technology, for a school district, and we've only been in session for two full weeks now, I think. and they're always the craziest. So I'm still trying to catch up from the first week of school. It's just crazy, crazy times for us, but yeah. Okay, I wrote the questions down in my answers, have them right here in my notebook. So let's get into that. The first question is, who is a new diamond painting artist you discovered in 2022? So there are 2 from Diamond Shop. I had not purchased from Diamond Shop prior to this year. So I had heard of one of these artists and I had seen some of their artwork, but to me, it's like I truly discovered them this year when I decided to make a purchase, and that is Cherryuki. I had seen some of her artwork. I do follow her on Instagram as of this year. I did not prior to this year. I've completed one of her pieces from Diamond Shop, and I absolutely loved it. I really do enjoy her artwork. And the second artist is also licensed with Diamond Shop, and that is Risa Art. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I believe she is fairly new to Diamond Shop this year. And there's one image that I really wanted to get my hands on for this holiday season, but I just couldn't swing it. As you guys know, Diamond Shop is pretty expensive. And I just can't justify purchasing from them all the time. I completed 2 kits from them this year, and I have 2 kits in my stash. I just don't think that there'll be a shop for me that I can have the extensive stash of, like my Diamond Art Club stash is fairly large. But since they are a larger company and they're in the United States, they do get deals on shipping. So for them, I don't mind the shipping price, or you also have the option of free shipping. So that's not like a slight to Diamond Shop. I'm in the United States and they're in the Philippines. So obviously things are going to be different. But yeah, hopefully I can, they run some sales and I can snag that one to have in my stash for next year. I do know that they've been doing some more like coupon codes and stuff. Like there are certain affiliates that get free shipping reimbursement codes and all that kind of stuff. So definitely something that I'm keeping an eye on, but I tend to slow down my purchases. Neville. Sorry guys, that was my cat. I have the door open today so they can come in and out as they please. Okay, I'm gonna take that away from you though. Okay, thanks bud. It's mine, thank you. You can sit here. So anyway, yes, Risa Art and Cherryuki from Diamond Shop. And then the other artist, I don't remember if this kit came out last year or if it came out early this year, but it's by the artist Greg Giordano, I believe is how you pronounce it. I think it came out this year, but I had never heard of him, even though he is, I have since found out, a puzzle artist. But they released a kit from him called Cabin Porch, which I do have in my stash. And I was just like, wow, this is like a beautiful landscape artist. So those are the 3 that I feel I discovered in 2022. The second question is, how many diamond painting events have you participated in 2022? Now, I included the Festival of Witches and Drills and Chills. So Drills and Chills, I have not technically completed anything for just yet, but those 2 events do run September and October. And I decided to kind of focus on Festival of Witches in September, and then Drills and Chills is going to be October for me. I know some people are entering the same kit into both, which is obviously fine. It's that's been okayed by the event runners. So I did include Drills and Chills. So that brings me to a total of 12, which I feel like is very high. And especially because I had said at the beginning of the year or at the end of last year when I did my goals that I was going to try and not do as many events this year. But there were a couple of months where they all just kind of overlapped. So like there was one month where I did 4 events. So I really haven't done that many, and I haven't really gone out of my way to do them, if that makes sense. Like it would just kind of be, one would pop up and I'd be like, oh, this kid I'm working on fits that criteria. So I feel like I've still met my goal in not, my real goal was to not feel like I needed to participate in events and I needed to go buy a canvas just because there was an event. So I think I've still stuck to that. But the events that I have participated in are Alice in a Winter Wonderland, Diamond Painting Lovers, Mermaids and Magic, Chuck Along, the one that was in earlier this year, I think it was March. I have not done the Chuck Along this fall. Emerald Along, Sparklers Gone Wild, The Princess Along, Harry Potter Along, Claws and Paws, DP Summer Sky, Festival of Witches, and Drills and Chills. So those are the events that I have or will be participating in this year. The third question is, do you set aside a certain time to diamond paint? I don't set aside, like, I don't really know how to say it. I don't really set aside, I don't have a set time when I diamond paint. I do, however, try to diamond paint every evening. So I do work a full-time job outside of the house. And, you know, I have a house to keep up. So normally when I come home, it's pick up around the house, plan dinner, and then my boyfriend gets home. We like to, you know, talk about our day for a little bit, hang out, and then we cook dinner. Normally we'll eat dinner while we watch one of our shows, or, you know, we catch up on a TV show or something. We have finished Game of Thrones, and we are now caught up on House of the Dragon, which is exciting. And then normally we'll clean up dinner and we'll kind of go our separate ways. I don't want that to sound like bad or anything, but he likes to play video games and I like to diamond paint. So our spare room, I have shared my craft room tour area. That's my setup. I have my drafting table, all my diamond painting stuff. I have a TV in here. So normally I will come in here, diamond paint. It's normally about 6:30, just kind of how it works out. We tend to eat dinner and then I'll hop in a shower and then I will diamond paint for the evening. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 7:30. It just kind of depends on how the day goes. And I like to wrap it up around 9. I'm an early to bed kind of gal. So normally I'm wrapping it up around 9 o'clock and then I'll get in bed, I'll read for a little bit, and then I try to be asleep around 9:30. I do get up at between 5 and 5:15 every morning, so it's kind of a good time to go to bed. So I wouldn't necessarily say that but I guess I kind of do, don't I? Now that I explain that, I guess I kind of do set aside a certain time, but it's not a certain amount of time. It's just kind of whatever I can get in. I do, however, like to sit down and complete a section. I hate leaving a section unfinished. So that will also kind of depend on how long I diamond paint. And the weekends are just kind of a free-for-all. Obviously, I clean the house and do all the laundry and all that kind of stuff, and it's fall, so we're doing yard work outside. So if I can get in like an hour or 2, I'm happy. Sometimes it's more. I am lucky, you know, sometimes I am able to diamond paint more, and I do get my kits done fairly quickly. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do finish diamond paintings on the faster side. Question number 4 is, what is a website or small business you discovered this year? So one of them is Crafts with Crashly. So we have the putty here. I did pick up a couple of her putties and some of her printed release papers, which are just so cute. I used to be a diamond painter that only used release papers. I never understood how to section off using washi tape. But now that I know how to do that, I tend to do that more than release papers. But I do like to have release papers available. So I think her shop is super cute. She also has minders and clay pens, I believe. So I found her shop, and I also found a shop called Country Craft Closet. Now, I shared some minders from her, I believe her name is Karen, in my last small shop haul, and I was so excited about them because she has these amazing minders that you can find at some of the other more well-known shops for much less. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody for how they run their small business. You don't know how much time and effort people put in. You don't know their financial situation. You don't know their materials. You don't know any of that. So I'm not trying to say like, oh my gosh, these other shops mark their products up so much, because I shop from those other stores. So it's not necessarily that. It's just I was shocked to find some of these minders that I had seen on other shops at a bit of a better price. And she also sells neon tack, I believe is what she calls it, which is another putty option for your pen. I used that on my last kit and I really enjoyed it. So very affordable shop. I will link both of those stores down below. Question number 5 is, what is the largest and smallest diamond painting that you have purchased / completed this year? So my smallest purchase and finish is the same kit, and it's Hugo Hedge, I don't know. And it's the Amazon version. So that one was a 43 by 33 centimeter. Sorry, I feel like I need to sneeze, but I'm trying to hold it in. Diamond Art Club has since released that in a larger size on their website, and that one is limited edition. I kind of toyed with the idea of purchasing it so I could do a comparison, but I don't know. I'm not really the kind of person that likes doing the same diamond painting more than once, unless it's like a gift and then I decide that I really like it. So I don't know. If you guys would be interested in seeing the comparison between those two, let me know and I can certainly make that happen. But it's limited edition anyway, so I don't know if I would finish it before it's gone. So if you're interested, let me know and I will certainly consider it or just make it happen. But as of right now, I don't know that it's something I want to do. My largest purchased kit is Cabin Porch, and that is a Diamond Art Club, and that is a 70 centimeter by 100 centimeter. I did want to get to that one this year, but it just kind of, I don't want to say it fell to the wayside, but it just kind of fell off my radar. I do love it, and there's actually a camp up north where my boyfriend's parents are, that looks exactly like that. So I'm considering completing that and gifting it to them. Like, it's amazing how similar that it looks to their camp. But not this year. My projects are already set, so that won't be happening. But it is on my radar to work on next year. And my largest finish for this year, I think it would have to be Daughter of Honor, which is one of those princess panels from Mandy Manzano. It's a 42 by 125. I was trying to think if there was anything like wider that may have made it like bigger overall, and maybe Pumpkins for Sale from Craftably. I just finished that one. I think that's a 46 by 99. Definitely a lot more confetti than the Daughter of Honor, but I guess those would kind of be my two bigger finishes for the year. Question number 6 is, do you have a diamond painting you'd like to start and complete this year? So I already have my kits planned for the rest of the year. I know that some people don't work like that. I do, however. I like to know what I'm working on. I like to know if I need to get special drills or a certain accessory. I just like to know. So I have planned out the rest of the year. So I mean, obviously I want to finish all of them. That's why I picked them to work on them this year. But I would say, like, in terms of something that I want to complete this year, it would be, I want to make sure that I finish all of my Mandys for the rest of the year. So I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel now, but I am working on a Mandy Manzano a month, and I just finished the one for September. So that means I have 3 Mandys left to finish this year. So that I can say, hey, I did a Mandy every month this year. I finished 12 of her kits in 2022. So I guess I just want to make sure that I finish all of the Mandys for the rest of the year. So if I have to, you know, take something out of the rotation just so I can get to that Mandy kit, that's what I want to do. So it's not necessarily like one single diamond painting. Obviously I want to finish everything that I've planned, but specifically those Mandy Manzano kits. Okay. Question number 7 is, do you have a diamond painting that you have second thoughts about purchasing? Now, my answer, I don't think my answer is going to be controversial. I just don't want it to come off poorly. And so my answer is, in general, square kits from Dreamer Designs. I recently finished a square. It was Breeze Off the Ocean. The artist was Barbara Filiski. I absolutely love the artwork. I am a fan of Dreamer Designs. I do have an affiliate link down below. I am always upfront about that when I talk about their kits, because I know that some people just don't like them. I do. I really like Dreamer Designs. I like their artists that they license. I've just enjoyed working on them. However, this last kit that I had in their squares was not good. I had so much trash. I didn't love some of the rendering. I'll link the video down below if you want a little more information on it. But the reason I say squares from Dreamer Designs is because they did quite a few Curtis Reykjavik releases a few months ago. I think they did them on pre-order, which is totally fine. That's not a problem. But after working on Breeze Off the Ocean, which was a square, purchased around the same time, I'm nervous to work on those square Curtis images. I love Dreamer Designs rounds. I have talked about that. I am all for their round kits. I have not had a bad experience. I have 2 of their rounds lined up for October. I can't wait to work on them. But I do have one of the new square Curtis kits to work on in November, and I'm nervous because I don't want to hate it, because I love the image. Now, I do want to say that Dreamer Designs has recently started previewing or pre-ordering. I think you can pre-order their newest version of their kits. I have not tried them. I have not pre-ordered anything as of yet. So this is solely speaking on my experience with pretty recent kits that I've purchased. So I don't want to say that I regret them, because I love them. Now, when I'm talking about Peppermint and Star and Moon, I think is what that one's called. The Beautiful Mermaid, the green and yellow mermaid, I can't remember that one's name. And there is another one I purchased. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. It's the white damsel. She has all like the white and silver. I can't remember her name. Darn it, that's gonna bother me. Those are all ones that I purchased pretty much at the same time, and they're all squares. So I don't regret them, but I am a little nervous to work on them. That was kind of a long-winded answer, so I apologize for that. And I love Dreamer Designs, so some of their things recently, some of the things I've worked on haven't been great, but like I said, I have 2 rounds coming up and I am very much looking forward to working on both of those. Okay, question number 8. On to something a little more comfortable to talk about. Question number 8 is new diamond painting channels you discovered in 2022. Now, I believe I have 3 here. If I don't mention you, it's not for any reason other than I felt under pressure. And I was like, okay, think, be nice. So if I don't mention you here, I apologize. Leave me a comment and I'll check out your channel 100%. I love supporting people in the community. But the 3 that I chose that came up right off the top of my head that I discovered this year are Bree from Painting with Pities. Definitely go check out her channel. I love her videos. We have very similar tastes. We are both Jeremiah Kettner fans. So yes, go check out Bree. The next channel is Debbie from The Crafty Diamond. There is just something about Debbie's voice that I know that this sounds probably so creepy, and I apologize. I hope I don't make you uncomfortable, Debbie, but I just find her voice so nice to listen to, and I love her videos. I just watched her Diamond Painting Deutschland untubing, and kudos to you, Debbie. I don't think I can do a Diamond Painting Deutschland. Just watching you and watching other people work on them or unbox them, it just stresses me out. It really does. There's so many colors. So I don't know if I'll ever work on one, but I enjoy living vicariously through you as you work on yours. And the last channel that I have here is Hannah from Sparkling Spectrumite. I believe that their channel is quite new. I don't think that there's very many videos. But I love Hannah's energy. And I love the message that she's putting out there. So definitely go check out those 3 channels. Painting with Pities, The Crafty Diamond, and Sparkling Spectrumite. I will link all 3 of their channels down below. They're those channels where like you see a new upload and you're like, oh yay, something to watch. So definitely go check them out. We're almost done. Question number 9 is your favorite diamond painting finish this year. I'm going to give you guys a second to guess because I recently put up a post review where I just gushed about that painting. And that is Salem the Cat from Mystical Diamond Art. Now, unfortunately, that kit is no longer available that I know of. I think they only have a few kits on their site right now. I don't know if they're rebranding or what's going on, but I really hope that they come back because I was sorry about our train. That I was very, very impressed with that kit. It was small and the level of detail. I'll pop a picture up here so you guys can see it if you're interested, but oh my gosh, I gush over that kit. And I also have another one that I thoroughly enjoyed working on, and that is I Choose You. That was my February Mandy Manzano kit, and it was my entry for the Diamond Painting Lovers event, which was hosted by Stephanie from Patriotic Team. I actually won a gift card to Diamond Shop and a pen from that giveaway, or from that event. I will put a picture of that one up here as well. Unfortunately, that one is discontinued, but I absolutely loved working on that kit. So those are my favorite finishes. Obviously, I'm trying to think of if there's a kit that I didn't, that's not a question, but if there's a kit that I didn't love. And, oh, you know what? A third favorite was definitely Pink Roses from Kelly Eddington and Diamond Art Club. Oh, that one was absolutely beautiful. I completely changed my plans for that month. I like moved kits around just so I could work on that one because it was so beautiful. But I don't think that there's really any kits that I'm sad I worked on this year. I think I do really enjoy all of the kits I chose. All right, I'm getting a little messy with this putty here. This is purely a me thing and not a putty issue. So yeah, I'm looking forward to I know I'm jumping ahead, but I am looking forward to my year in review so I can pull all of my finishes out and look at them. I am very much excited to do that. Okay. The final question number 10. I can never make these videos an hour. This is going to end up being 45 minutes. I can never do a full hour. Okay, these drills are sticking. The final question is, what diamond paintings do you want to purchase by the end of the year? Now, I tend to go on somewhat of a no-buy this time of year. You know, it's going to be Black Friday before we know it. There'll be a bunch of releases and there'll be sales. But there are a few limited edition kits on Diamond Art Club's website that I would like to purchase before they're gone. There's a lot of Hannah Lynn's. I don't know what's going on with that, but Poinsettia Pixie is a Hannah Lynn that has been on my wish list, but I've missed it every time it's come back. I can't believe they're discontinuing that one already. That one just came out last Black Friday. There's also First Snow is another Hannah Lynn that I've had my eye on for a while. Sorry, I'm trying to get a drill out of this tray. I'm remembering why I don't use these trays very often. I'm gonna have to like pick it up with my pen. There's also Friend of the Maidens is a Mandy Manzano that I don't have in my stash, but I would like to have in my stash. And there's also Willa is a Michaelina that's being discontinued that I would like to add to my stash. So it's really just a few final editions that are over on Diamond Art Club's website. As far as other kits, like I mentioned before, I am set for the rest of the year. I know what kits I'm working on. And unless something comes out that knocks me over and I can't wait to work on, that's really the only way I will like change from my plans. But other than that, you know, if we have a really good sale from a couple of shops during Black Friday, I will definitely, I'm sure, pick up some stuff. We can pretty much we can guarantee that Diamond Art Club is going to do their like however many releases. I think, what did last year? They did like 100 releases or something for Black Friday. So I'm sure there'll be a few that I like there. I would like to order one of Dreamer Design's newer version kits, just so I can share that. There is a really cute cat that they released a couple weeks ago for pre-order. It's a Lucy Bilodeau, I think is how you say her name. I worked on one of her cat images before and it was so cute. So maybe that's the one that I will pre-order. I don't know when those are set to come in. But other than that, I think it's kind of just, unless something is super limited edition, which don't even get me started on that. I hate the limited edition thing. I really do. There aren't any new companies that I'm going to be ordering from unless they have a really good sale for Black Friday. You know, I feel like this time of year, it all kind of just comes down to a waiting game. Like, what are the sales going to be? I know I've mentioned Black Friday quite a few times, but that's just kind of how my brain works. When we hit October, end of September, beginning of October, I'm like, okay, I can hold out until Black Friday so I can see if there's a sale. I'm a sale girl, okay? Give me that sale. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this the set of tag questions. I will type them out down below in the description box, so if you're interested, you can just grab them from there. I'm not sure where this tag originated from. I may have missed it in Debbie's description. I don't know, but whoever came up with these questions, thank you. I enjoyed answering them, and thank you again to Debbie for tagging me. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Wip and Chat, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.